Hey Simone, tough loss, but how difficult is it at this stage of the season? The finals are mathematically out of the picture now. It's been a really tough year just to keep the girls just on par and doing those 1%ers, just having that full effort.
You know what? It shouldn't be hard. It shouldn't be hard because we've got 2 games to play and we've got the opportunity to play out this season in the best possible way for our fans, for our supporters, for the club and for our own self-respect. So should be motivation enough. We've got 2 games left. It's super disappointing. Every time there's a loss, super disappointing. But it's only we can make that different.
I know internally you've got those standards, you've got those benchmarks and you've tried so hard this year to really keep them. Have you been proud of the girls and the effort that they have put in?
I don't think, I think there's certainly moments and different games and different moments in different games, but you can't be I can't be comfortable with where we're at and what it looks like at the moment, and I never will be. So I will go back there and it's back for this next game because I just want to be walking away from this competition at the end of this season, and it's that with some pride in what we put out there on court.
If that happens, I guess we see that exponential growth in some of those girls that have got an opportunity, so that when you get your full team back again next year, do you feel like you'll be right in the mix again if these girls take this opportunity?
Look, I don't think we're far off. We're only a couple of little pieces away from being contenders for the title again. But I'm not thinking about that now. I'm thinking about today's game and hurting about that. I'm thinking about Monday when we play Thunderbirds, and I'm thinking about the game after that when we play Firebirds. That's what I'm thinking about. And as I said, just finishing with some pride in what we're doing.
And what's it like in that dressing room? Are you seeing that same?
Oh, it's terrible. It's awful. Yeah, it's awful. And you've got players that are used to a certain amount of success, and that's really challenging for them. But it's also acknowledging some of your biggest learnings and how you handle yourself and how you handle challenging situations are a true test of your character. Nobody wants to be comfortable with this though, and it can't ever be comfortable. So there's a change room there. It's devastating each time, and it should be.
Yep.
Just in terms of like the start lineups with the Giants and the Vixens, you were kind of like both teams are actually quite on par, but were there any sort of sticking points for the Vixens coming out of today, just in terms of?
Oh look, I thought our basic execution just let us down at different times, even just like pulling balls in. It's a tough competition. It's body on body. You've got to be able to pull those balls in. You've got to be able to deliver the right pass in the right time. It doesn't take much. It can be a fine line. I just thought our execution was not consistent. The finish on the shot cost us early on, and just those little things that can make a big difference, and just recognising change-ups that are happening and being smart about what we do.
I sort of noticed. I sort of noticed just towards the end that the girls look quite exhausted on the court. Is that sort of something? Is that just basically the labour of the season and obviously what's been happening in the last couple of weeks?
Well, I'd like to think it's because they're giving their best, everything they've got out there on court, and if they're not walking off the court exhausted every game, well then they shouldn't be here.